Well, here we are in another week. We're just coming up to Sunday, the 16th Sunday after Pentecost. Of course, on the Feast of Pentecost, the disciples were all gathered in a room, not able to go out. And all of a sudden, there was this incredible experience, this wind, the fire, and the disciples were set free from that room, free to go about and talk about the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. If only we had been set free on the day of Pentecost, but many of us are still stuck in that upper room. Thankfully, the Holy Spirit is still with us. I can't believe it's already a week today. I'm recording this on a Friday. A week today since my new grandson, Theodore Bernard, was born to my son and my daughter-in-law in Nashville. And one of the things that is so wonderful, I'm really blessed, feel very blessed by so much of the technology that we have these days. I know sometimes it can be a bit of a trial and a bit perplexing, but one of the wonderful gifts this week has been my son has been sending me a mixture of video messages and also something called Marco Polo, where he can record messages and I can record messages back. And so each day this week, I've got to see my grandson, Theodore, and have seen him even in a week. It's amazing, change so much. Particularly, I notice his sort of curiosity. It's like when he was born, he was all kind of scrunched up and not really sure what was happening. And then day by day by day, his little face seems to be opening to the world, just taking in the amazing world, the amazing people that he's been born into. And it got me thinking about that Buddhist principle of beginner's mind, or perhaps the Christian principle of seek and you will find, that whole idea about curiosity and how Theodore has entered this world. Everything's new and he's looking at everything for the first time and taking it all in. And I know that in my life, that Buddhist teaching of keeping a simple mind, having just curiosity, a beginner's mind, curiosity to what is going on around has been a really helpful perspective. So instead of worrying, instead of wondering, instead of like, oh, what's going to happen and how long is this going to go on for, I guess a beginner's mind would invite us to be curious. I'm curious to see how this might be for us. This is the new normal, and not attending church and being church rather than going to church. Maybe we can be curious about what this will all look like for us and how this feels for us and what the coming months might yield for us in a way of curiosity. And I'm curious about how we're handling it and what new strengths and resiliences we see in ourselves. And maybe also curious about what things we notice, that when perhaps we are separated from one another, we do naturally get quite depressed. That in a sense, it's helped us to discover yet again that how much we need one another. So good to be with you. Just some thoughts to share today about curiosity. And I'm curious how you're doing today. May God bless you. May God continue to keep you. And may God continue to hold you in the palm of God's gracious and loving hand. I love you. Bye-bye now.